In the middle of the town, under the harsh afternoon sun, Liba stood trembling. People passed by her, unaware of what had happened just moments earlier. Her eyes carried deep shadows of fear, her lips quivered, and her breathing was uneven. She did not have the strength to trust a single soul. She belonged to a small, peaceful town where everyone knew each other. But sometimes, even those who know everything choose to remain silent. Certain truths stay hidden, certain crimes drown in quiet, and Liba was a victim of that same silence. Earlier that day, she had gone to the market for some essentials. As she returned, crossing a less crowded part of the bazaar, 3 men blocked her path. She first tried to ignore them, but the next moment they grabbed her. She wanted to scream, but her voice died in her throat. She struggled, she cried, but the hands of cruelty were far stronger. Her world shattered the moment darkness closed in on her spirit right in the center of the town. When it was over, she sat in a corner of the street, crying uncontrollably. People approached her, asked questions, but no one could comprehend the depth of her pain. One thought kept tormenting her, the thought of her father, her protector, her unshakable support. How would she tell him? What would she tell him? And when he found out, what would he do? Slowly, she walked home. As she pushed the door open, her father, Farid, stood there. He always greeted his daughter with a warm smile, but today, that smile vanished at once. One look at her face was enough. Farid understood everything without a single word being spoken. With a heavy voice he said, "Liba, tell me, what happened?" His tone was calm, but inside him a storm was rising. With trembling words, Liba told him everything. As her story spilled out, the mountain inside Farid slowly began to crumble. The house remained silent all night. Liba cried in one corner, while Farid sat in another, clenching his fists in helplessness. He wondered how he had failed as a father. How could he not protect his child? He blamed himself for everything. But in the last hours of the night, Farid stood up. There were no tears now, only something far more powerful. A decision. One so deep that even his breathing felt different. Early the next morning, he quietly stepped out of the house. Liba saw him leave but didn't ask where he was going. She was too shattered to notice the controlled rage on his face. Farid walked to the market, toward the same road where Liba had been attacked. He asked questions, called out names, searched for faces. Some people were scared, others stayed silent, and some looked away. But eventually, a flicker of recognition, a frightened hesitation on one man's face, guided him. The 3 men were hiding in a broken warehouse. They probably thought no one would come after them. They joked and laughed as if they had committed no crime. Farid stepped inside quietly. His steps carried no haste. Each step echoed the pain his daughter had endured. When the men saw him, they smirked at first, but the smirks faded the moment they saw the dead calm in his eyes. Farid issued no threat, no shout. He simply said, "You broke my daughter's spirit, and I am here today to change your lives forever." The next moment, he became a storm. No one saw what happened inside. No one knew how the men screamed, or how Farid's pain turned into unstoppable justice. They say when a father's heart breaks, he becomes the embodiment of justice, justice that no law can restrain. When Farid stepped out, dust covered his clothes, but his face carried a haunting calm. He returned home, opened the door, and found Liba sitting there. She cried the moment she saw him. Sitting beside her, he said softly, "Daughter, no one will ever touch you again." There was no anger in his voice, no regret, only resolve. A resolve the world might never forgive, but a father embraced for the sake of his daughter. That night, Liba slept peacefully for the first time since the incident. And Farid, he stayed awake, silently accepting that whatever tomorrow held for him, he was ready. Because a father had made the unthinkable choice for his child.